Nay. Nay. No. No. No, nay. Nay, no. Nay. Nay. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. What's happening to that horse? Goodness. Just shaking their horse head left and right, saying, nay. Nay, no, no, nay, nay. Nay, no. Welcome to the Video Game Valley. It's a beautiful day today, a perfect 72 degrees out. We're playing Petz Horsez 2 on the PlayStation 2. That's right. Petz Horsez 2. We're continuing our horse adventure. This is the third week, the third Wednesday we've played Petz Horsez 2. I'm very excited to see where this goes, where our horse adventure takes us next. There's many things to see, many horses to say. Horsey, horsey babies. Horsey, horsey, honeys, little horsey, baby bows. How's everyone doing today? Did I do the intro? Welcome. If I didn't, welcome to the Video Game Valley. Beautiful day today, perfect 72 degrees out. Petz Horsez 2, PlayStation 2, that's what we're playing. Hope you're all doing alright. Today was a long day, so I'm gonna fall asleep listening. Good night, everyone. Good night, Umbra. Go to sleep. Sleep you well. Go to sleep, Umbra. Yes, you. Go to sleep now. Fall asleep, yes. Go to sleep and dream of horse. Hi, Jason. How are you? I'm doing okay, Dr. Boki. How are you doing? How are you today? Promoted from the 8th grade today. Congratulations, Amaya. Congrats. That's great. Boy. I was very excited when I graduated from the 8th grade, but my middle school was terrible, so it was mostly excitement about never having to go back. I don't know how your middle school was, but congrats on graduating. You're going to the big house now. High schools. Hope you got a good high school. Hope your education continues in a good way. Congratulations. I got a green tea with jasmine. Delicious green tea. 8th grade is a rough one. Freshman year of high school can be a fun time. Can be. Yeah, I guess can be. I had a much better time in high school than I did in middle school. High school was much better for me than middle school. I got spinal surgery in high school, and it was still better. It was still better than middle school. Boy, middle school is just no good for me. Horse time. Time for horses. Petz Horsez 2. Petz Horsez and the number 2. Pum, 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 pum. Look at that. Listen to this theme. Do you ever get like that? Do your creative work, you stop for a bit, and you keep trying to continue it, not get wrapped up in depression for a few days? I mean, most of my life has been trying to get stuff done while dealing with depression. Yeah. Yes. High school is much better than middle school for me. I think middle school is the age where children become their cruelest. Yeah, probably. People start getting a little bit more confident in themselves as, like, individuals in high school, in my experience. Although I imagine the experience is different for a number of people. For me, it was like the stuff that people made fun of me for in middle school started to become strengths of my character in high school. Everyone was my friend in middle school. That's great. That was most of my middle school was getting attacked. It's terrible. I guess a lot of it does depend on the specific school. I went to a real rough middle school and a pretty good high school. Like, just in terms of like how it was run. Had good administration there. I didn't realize it at the time. You know, at the time you're like, the principal, whatever. The vice principal, get out of here. But like looking back at it, I'm like, dang, that principal and vice principal, they were genuinely good people. They were there. It's like they weren't like authoritarians out on a power trip. It's like they really wanted to run a good school, and they did a good job. It's like that's why that high school wasn't terrible. And let's load a game. Box one, yeah, let's load it up. Load successful, wonderful. My principal stepped in my white shoes and said, "No dweebs allowed." Dang. That's not something a principal should do. Okay, we gotta win 2 competitions. My vice principal did a very funny thing, which was my vice principal just called me Magnum PI all the time. My principal, I thought it was annoying when it happened. Now as an adult, I'm like, that was a very funny thing to call me, Magnum PI. Just in case you don't know, this was Magnum PI. I only wore Hawaiian shirts in high school. I wore Hawaiian shirts every single day, and I had a terrible mustache. So it was very funny to call me Magnum PI. I didn't look like this guy, but I did have a bad mustache and wore nothing but Hawaiian shirts. Literally nothing, every single day. Nothing but Hawaiian shirts. So my vice principal called me Magnum PI. Why not Weird Al then? Yeah, I guess he could have called me Weird Al, but you know, he was like in his 40s or something, and this was like. This would have been like the year 2000 or something. So for him, I don't think he would have. I don't think he would have really been into Weird Al Yankovic. Magnum PI was a reference he would have known. He would have watched Magnum PI. All right, we got to do 2 competitions. I don't know how to get to the competitions. Classic vice principal move. He was, you know what? I like that guy. There was the school was doing a fundraiser, and as part of the fundraiser, he allowed students to duct tape him up on a wall. So it was like, you would donate to the fundraiser and get a piece of duct tape that you would then put on this guy, and he just ended up clinging to the wall. It was pretty funny. I still remember it. This many years later. Mine did that. Yeah, I guess that's just a vice principal thing, maybe. Maybe vice principals just get duct taped to the wall all the time. Alright, let's do some competitions. I think we need to take Do Not Steal. Oh yeah, we have NordVPN now too. Nice. I'm on the area of the Venn diagram where Magnum PI awareness meets Weird Al awareness. See, I know a lot of references because when I was growing up, I enjoyed watching classic television from the black and white era all the way through modern times, and so like there ends up being a lot of references that like I would get that also my grandparents would get. So like I got the Magnum PI reference. I understood exactly, even though it wasn't the right time frame for me. I still understood the dig the vice principal was doing. I don't know how to get to these competitions. I guess we'll just ride around and hope we end up at the right spot. Yeah, we're gonna play one of the PS2 GTA games. Oh, geez, I don't know. I have all those games on the Xbox. I don't have the PS2 versions. What's this?
Whoa.
Why is the screen blinking? Are we coming up on a ghost? What's happening? What's happening here? I don't understand. I watched Game Show Network as a kid and confused adults by saying big bucks, no whammies. I also watched classic game shows. Yeah. Big bucks, no whammies. I guess people who watch this stream are going to have a similar thing. Like, if you're a young person watching this stream, if you're like 20 or under or whatever, watching this stream is like, well, you know who Laura from D is. You'll get Laura from D references. You'll hear some. It'll be decades from now, and someone will make a Laura from D reference, and you'll get it, and they'll be like, "That was so far behind before your time." They'll be like, "Oh, I know Laura from D, all right." Never played it, but I do know Laura from D. I don't know what that is either. I guess we gotta play D again. We played D2 recently. Maybe we gotta finish the Enemy Zero game. I don't think we ever finished that. I'll be telling my grandkids about Laura from D. Let me tell you about Laura, digital actress Laura from the D series. There was D. There was the second game, Enemy Zero. And then there was the third D game, D2. You know what? Actually, we can play D again, because I actually have the. I got a special edition being delivered. There was apparently a director's cut of D that was released only on the 3DO and only in Japan. And I have it being delivered, so we can play that version soon. The Japanese director's cut of D. I don't know where these competitions are. Oh no, ghosts are back. I really don't know where we're going. Is there a map? Horse information file. Let's look at the horse information file. Stubborn mood. D2, easily best game of 2020. D2 is very good, yes. It's reminding me of Shadow of the Colossus. You know, it is, yeah. This is the Shadow of the Colossus of the Petz games. They do have beautiful environments in this game. I'd like to continue the story along. I'd like to have the story continue, because the story so far has been buck wild. Like, essentially, the local bank mafia did threaten to kill this character. Did literally threaten to murder her. So, I really want to see where this story's going. I wasn't expecting a potential murder plot, but... To the beach! Can I not go to the beach? Oh, here's a map. Alright, I am there. Dang, where am I going? I don't even know which place I'm supposed to go to. Win 2 of the local competitions. Where are they? Where are the local competitions? Speed run this game. I don't even know how to regular run this game right now. Can't believe they didn't announce Petz slugs at E3 this year. Yeah, terrible. I want to be excited by the games they announce. I mean, there's a couple games that they announced that I'm like, I'll play that. But I want them to make a real wild announcement. I want there to be game announcements in which I'm like, just cannot wait for the game to come out. Here's what I want. I want them to be. I want there to be a game where they're like, hey, do you remember God of War? The angry man. Most recent game, he's angry and he has a son now, who I guess is also angry. What if he gets really into, what if Kratos, the God of War, what if he gets really into just, you know, just cooking? What if he moves to a little peaceful village? And instead of doing the angry punching and slicing stuff, what if he makes souffles and stuff for his neighbors? It's not quite cooking Mama. It's cooking Kratos, but... Is there a competition here? Hello? am Jack. I run the local competitions on the prairie. My competitions are restricted to Frisians and American paint horses. To be awarded 1 point by the Federation, you must finish in the top 3 in the local competition. You can only win a single point in local competitions, so there's no point repeating them to try to win more. However, taking part in local competitions is a good way of improving on your training. Cool. Do I have the wrong horse for this competition? Here are the local competitions I organized. You'll see, they're really cool. Alright, this one. Yeah! Anyway, you know, it doesn't have to be cooking Kratos. I'm just... I'm just saying, I want there to be a game that they announced that's like... There's just so much budget that goes into these big games. And I feel like all these big games, they're all so similar. I'd really love to see that kind of detail. That kind of detail and budget. Go into something. Go into some other genre. I don't know. I guess we won. Congratulations. You won the competition. Great. Earned 1 Federation point. Wonderful. Some new equipment. Great. And here's another thing. Dating. Why aren't dating mechanics added to more games? Basically every game's an RPG now. They added RPG mechanics to all these games. All these big games coming out, they've all got similar kind of combat or RPG mechanics and all this stuff. It's just all kind of the same game. But what about dating elements? Why aren't those added to all these games? God, even like BioWare. It's like think about what people really like about BioWare games. A lot of it was the dating elements. It's like, sure, you have your sci-fi or fantasy adventures, but you know, dating's added to it. And people always wanted more effort put into that aspect of these games, but then they went and made Anthem, and they were like, we'll just take the dating out completely. We'll just remove this. And really, what should have been happening is more companies should have been adding dating elements to their games. I feel like there's a huge untapped market. More Garrus and more games. Yeah, we need more Garrus. Garrus needs to be dateable in every game. Where am I going? Alright. We're going the wrong way. I think I need to get my other horse. I think that one guy is the... It's the competition guy. I think I need a different horse, though. Alright, where am I going? Oh, I'm right here. I'm basically right where I... No, stop. Hey man, thank you for the $5. Went to Utah Barnes & Noble yesterday. Their manga collection has expanded to 3 old walls since the last time I was there. That doesn't surprise me. I feel like there's always been a audience for manga and for graphic novels in general in the United States that just US publishers have just refused to acknowledge. Relationship mechanics and dialogue trees never amount to much because the writers never make room for anything other than the main plot points. Yeah. A lot of, especially like big budget games, like really, they don't want to put effort into stuff that a lot of people aren't going to see, even though, like, I feel like there's magic to a game that has a lot of content you'll never see. Think about something like Disco Elysium and how much how much content you just won't see when you play through that game because of your specific build, but that makes like the stuff that you do see much more special because the choices you make actually have an influence on what's happening. There should be more of that in larger games. Not really the writer's fault. It's more that non-linear storytelling is very expensive and complicated. No, it's not the writer's fault, but it is. I do think that game companies don't put enough value on non-linear storytelling in general. Like it makes sense from a budget perspective that like you don't want to throw money into stuff that's not going to be seen by a lot of people. But honestly. Like, I feel like the stuff that they do throw so much money at is less interesting than what branching storylines could provide. Do I want to talk to my uncle? I don't know. That's one down. Well done, Lily. Thanks, but you should congratulate the horses. They had a large part to play, you know. That reminds me, don't forget to check their morale. Oh, God. Okay, I'll do that. Nordstrom, how's your morale doing? Not great. Guess I'll do some brushing. Coquillin, thank you for the $5. Went shopping and bought myself an official Jurassic Park plesiosaur. It's no magical Dipleurodon, but it did give me guidance for my self-journey. Wonderful. Wonderful, I hope. That guidance is sound. I hope that guidance guides you well. The plesiosaur. Roger Ebert would change his mind if he played a game with a dating sim mechanic. Roger Ebert just needed to he needed to play Dream Daddy. That would have been the one. I mean, he was convinced as to the artistic merits of gaming pretty soon after he wrote his controversial column. There wasn't really that controversy didn't really last all that long. People forget. People forget. But R. Oh, here we go. R. I liked Roger Ebert. Yeah, I liked Roger Ebert as a writer a lot. No, that's the wrong side. Oh no! We did it. Nordstrom's coat is silky. We could probably take this horse out now. 3 stars, why not? Oh no, no, I didn't. No. Okay, we're doing hoof stuff. I guess we're getting a 4-star horse. That's fine. I didn't want to do this hoof thing, but I guess we got it. Perfect. I'm doing a lot of reading recently. I mean, I'm always doing a lot of reading. I do a lot of reading. I read a lot of books. Going right under this horse. This has got to be dangerous. Reading another Mrs. Polyfax book. Anyone here familiar with the Mrs. Polyfax series of spy novels? It's the sort of thing that maybe your grandparents, maybe your grandma read. Mrs. Polyfax. I'm reading some Mrs. Polyfax. For those of you who don't know, Mrs. Polyfax is a series of novels about this old woman who's, her name is Mrs. Polyfax. She wears very elaborate hats. She's kind of a little bored with her day-to-day life in her little village. And so she decides to go to CIA headquarters and ask for a job, becoming a spy. It just happens to be that she's in the right place at the right time. There's an agent there who very specifically needs someone exactly like Mrs. Polyfax for a mission. And so he sends Mrs. Polyfax off on a spy mission. Here's what I like and don't like about the Mrs. Polyfax books. First of all, like, the books assume that the United States government and the CIA in particular are a force for good in the world, which is absolutely not true. It is very, 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 very not true. But the novels, you know, I like Mrs. Polyfax, and I like the idea that the books are very goofy. It's like Mrs. Polyfax with her silly hat going to whatever country she happens to be going to this time, working undercover, pretending she's a tourist. But the books go real hard at some point. Like, every time, every Mrs. Polyfax book, at some point, you know, as she's doing this goofy stuff of like, oh, she's talking to people about her garden at home, and she's giving them advice on stitches and stuff. And then at some point she gets caught and thrown in a gulag and tortured and beat up. They just wail on this old woman. She's got like black eyes and just cuts and stuff, and she's not being fed, and she's literally being tortured in these books. And then at some point she escapes using her wiles, and it's like this turn happens in every book, and I'm like, dang, they're really going hard on Mrs. Polyfax. She's just getting destroyed. Oh my god, poor Mrs. Polyfax. Wild books. I don't know that I would necessarily recommend them to everyone. If you like kind of, if you're a big fan of, like Murder, She Wrote, or Mrs. Marple, or something like that, and really wish at some point Miss Marple or the woman from Murder, She Wrote would get thrown in a gulag and tortured. That's what you get in those books. Yeah, let's take Nordstrom out. Nubinator, thank you for the $5. Imagine if while you're cleaning your horse's hooves, kicked you in the face and killed you, and that was just how this game ended. You know what? I was imagining that, actually. That is... that is where my brain goes when I think about this horse. That's why I don't hang out with horses, even though I love them. I'm always worried about getting killed. How old is this lady? How old is Miss Polyfix? Let's see. I have no idea. Okay, so in the first book, she's 63 years old. She's 63 in the first book. Zaire, thank you for the $5. Reminds me of the Alex Rider series, where he's a teen spy for MI6. They put a Geiger counter in his Game Boy. Yeah, you know what? That's exactly the type of thing that's in the Mrs. Polyfax novels. Like right now, she's got a bunch of fake passports sewn into her hat. She's got this elaborate old lady hat with a bunch of forged passports in it that she's smuggling into a country. Superboys, thank you for the $4.99. This is Polyfax audiobooks narrated by Jason Steele when... There are audiobooks of them, of the novels. So I don't think they need me to narrate the Mrs. Polyfax books. I don't think that I would do Mrs. Polyfax justice. But I do. I don't think I could do a great Mrs. Polyfax. Great respect to the character. But yeah, that's probably not within my wheelhouse. ZTK, thank you for the $6.66. If you're cleaning them in the correct position, they cannot kick you because of how they are off balance with their hoofa. I still imagine a horse could do some sort of a wild kick. You know what? I bet a horse could figure out how to twist. Just kind of snake their legs around to give me a good tap in the head. I guess I'm going to try to go back to that guy. Oh, this horse is afraid too. What is up with this place? Are there ghosts here? That's both horses. I thought maybe it was the other horse that was just like, I don't have a good enough relationship with them or something. They're freaking out, but this horse freaks out at the same point. Hop. 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 Where are we going? I wish there was like... I wish there was some sort of like big arrow pointing me towards where I need to go.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, regarding Birthday Machine, be sure to read the description for Birthday Machine rules and how to add your name to the Birthday Machine queue. We got a bot. There's a bot. But only for the next 18 minutes. Need a FilmCow commentary audiobook. Jason says stuff like, dang, oh no. And there she goes getting tortured again. Yeah, does anyone do audiobook commentary? Just imagine riff tracks, but for audiobooks. That wouldn't work at all, right? I'll just record some riff tracks for audiobooks, for the Mrs. Polyfax audiobooks. Mrs. Polyfax. Get thrown in a gulag and I'll go, uh-oh. I hope she gets out of this one. Nay! Hey, are you who I need to talk to? I don't think this is who I have to talk to. You've completed the training program that Grant planned for you on the prairie. Call back any time if you want to try one of my training exercises again. You got it. I don't. You know what? I'd rather not. That's okay. There were audiobooks with sound effects and voice actors, but I don't think they really went anywhere. Yeah, I find most of those annoying. I end up listening to a lot of audiobooks. It's a good thing to have on while I'm doing dishes or, you know, cleaning up around the house or cooking or whatever. Every once in a while I'll find one with sound effects and stuff, but it's usually pretty annoying, honestly. There's been very few instances in which audiobook gimmicks are actually any good. Oh, can I jump over this? Hitchhiker's Guide BBC radio play is really good. Yeah, that was written as a radio play, though. Like, I really like radio plays. Radio plays are good. Like, that's, you know, those are written for the format. When they do it with, like, a novel, it's like... it's adding something to it that wasn't necessarily supposed to be there to begin with. But yeah, Hitchhiker's Guide radio play, very good. I like BBC radio plays in general. Even some of the newer ones from the BBC are pretty good. There was definitely a golden age for that kind of stuff. But I feel like BBC radio plays were definitely like a step above the US ones. There was some good US stuff, but I never really found them as interesting. Yeah, I just don't know where I'm going. I guess I can look at the map again. I should, you know what, when I found that guy, I should have looked at the map and memorized where I was. Up. Dang it. I can't figure out how to jump. You know what? It's a red arrow. Maybe that means that my horse isn't powerful enough to make this jump yet. Up. Game feels like someone's passion project, because I never expected to think about a Petz game. I think at some point, I don't know if this game is one of them, but I think at some point Ubisoft or whoever owns the Petz license, yeah, this is the one. I think they started, like, buying games that were in development and slapping the Petz name on it. So, like, this could have been, like, a horse game that someone was making. That, when they were searching for a publisher, they went with Ubisoft. And Ubisoft renamed it Petz Horsez 2. Oh, here's the guy. I found him. Alright. There are the local competitions I organize. You'll see they're really cool. Okay, I can't go to this competition. I've already done that one, so... Alright, I gotta find a different one. We gotta search around. Let me look at the map. Alright, we're here. I feel like we've definitely been to the left. Up and to the right, maybe? We don't want to go to the Van Guinness estate. I don't think so. I don't know if we want to go to Eddie's place. Yeah, maybe up into the right. Actually, I think we can't go that way yet. I think that area is blocked off. Maybe we do need to go to Eddie's place. Let's just go to Eddie's place. let's just see where Eddie is. I don't really know what else to do, so. Which way? Yeah, this way. I think that's what happened to all the Petz games. I think Wikipedia said it was a brand they slapped on a number of animal games. Yeah. Like, I don't know if there was originally, like, if the first Petz games were, like, developed with the idea of naming them Petz, or if, if the first two games were also, just games they bought up and slapped that name on. Alright, where am I going? To the right. Let's go to Eddie's place. Monster Hunter World Horses. Yeah, I'd play that. Why not? Hey. I heard that you won a local competition. Just one more and you'll be able to head off to Hanover. Yep, just one more. Just one more. Okay, it's not here. Let me go to the other estate then. Wing Commander, Horsez 3. I'd play it. It's just like Wing Commander, but instead of lion people in space, you're fighting horse people. And also giving them brushies and stuff. Hop, 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 hop. Alright. Alright, this is not the right place, because this is closed off. I can't get through here. Rich people live there. I'm not rich enough for that part of the map. I guess we'll just go down, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not really sure where I need to go. Rest of this stream might just be me riding around. There's the trainer there. I don't need her. We played Unicorn Princess. Not on stream. It's too modern. Too recent a game. Scuffy's played Unicorn Princess. No. Got it on PS4.
Whoa.
Had someone get assaulted in front of my store. I had to break it up. I think the poor woman's in an abusive relationship because she wouldn't let me call the cops. Oh, dang, that sucks. Man. Well, I hope... Sorry you had to encounter that, and I do hope at some point she gets out of that relationship and manages to escape. It's hard to it's hard, just not just psychologically but materially. What's so spooky about this place? Alright, I'm gonna look over here and see. Oh, no, I can't go. I was about to lead this horse off a cliff. That's alright. Is there anywhere I can cross? To the beach. What am I missing? I don't understand. I know at some point someone told me the different competitions. But I don't know how to get to it. I don't know how to get to them. I don't remember what I was told. Can't go that way. The beach is closed right now. I guess I'll just keep running around until I find something. I've got to find the other competition at some point. Up. Up, up, up.
Hup. Hup.
Horses have a natural aversion to the beach. It's true. Horses hate the beach. Whenever you see romantic footage of either a scantily clad woman or man riding in slow motion on a beach. Boy, they had to give the horse so many apples to get it to do that. So many apps. So many oats.
Up.
Why is this shot like this? Why do I got a tilting shot here of this barn? Is there something terrible in this barn? Why would this be the angle? It's very good.
Up.
I don't understand it, but it is very good. Maybe I've just got the wrong horse. Maybe I need that third horse. It's the only place that I have found a place that I'm able to do the competitions on at the Menage. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. But I was able to do one horse competition there. So maybe I just need to get my third horse older. What's your third horse's name again? Horse VPN. I think something like that. Zach, thank you for the $5. It's been many moons since I've been here. Just thought you should know I'm rewatching Evangelion again. Thought of the Valley. Love you guys. Scoop, 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 gotta do. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. There are the local competitions I organize. All right, it's just one, right? Oh, I guess we're doing. I didn't want to do this again. There's no. We're not going to get a point. We're going to get 0 points for this. Rah! Yeah. Oh no. All right. We're okay. Blah 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 blah. Wonderful. Do. Made it. Yeah. We're not getting an extra point for this one. I know I've won the competition. Of course I have. Ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Do. Ba-da-da-da-do-do. Ah-da-be-be-de-de-de-do. Ah-ba-ba-da-do. Ah-ba-ba-da-do. I just don't know where to go. I want to win this other competition, but it's not going to happen, I guess. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work out. I don't know where the other competitions are. I guess I'll go just raise my other horse and hope... and hope the solution will present itself. Dang it. Going the wrong way, that's all. I know I've let you down. I've been a fool to myself. Thought that I couldn't live for no one else. Nay. But now, through all the hurt and pain, it's time for me to respect the ones you love me more than anything. Oh. So with sadness in my heart, where am I going? Alright. Feel the best thing I could do. Send it all and leave forever. What's done is done, it feels so bad. What once was happy now is sad. I'll never love again. My world is ending. I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna beef up this horse I got. I'm gonna beef up the horse. It all comes horsening down, horsening down, horsening down. Let's care for the foal. Let's watch the foal. It all returns to nothing. I just keep horsening down, horse and horse down. Alright, let's clean out this little horse. Oh yeah, I gotta pump more water. Shinji, you must get into the Ava. Just imagining my Uncle Mike voice. Shinji. You must pilot the Ava, Shinji. Everyone is counting on you. Do it. Do it now. Congratulations, NordVPN is now clean. Oh yeah, we just named the horse NordVPN because Nordstrom. Because okay, I remember now. Select care activity. Let's brush. Gotta brush you the horse. Time for your shot, Shinji. It's time for your shot, Shinzi. Yeah, I should literally do that cartoon. I should literally just bring that character back by talking with Shinji. Dang, we're running out of time. Oh no. Well, we docked up. Should do some Petz Horsez 2 machinima. Yeah, maybe I should. I don't like that the Machinima Network used that name. It's like Machinima's a pretty good name for like the technique of making scripted content out of video game footage. But then Machinima Network it just took that name. Are they still around? Is Machinima Network still around? For some reason I remember them going under, but that might not be true. It's true though. Is Machinima gone? It's sucked up by IGN. What? I guess IGN's what company owns IGN? All these companies are owned by some other company. Machinima got bought and then shut down. That makes sense. That's what always happens. That always happens. Do we got a full horse yet? Remember when Machinima made that awful Transformers cartoon they said was going to be better than Game of Thrones? I do not remember that. I didn't really watch Machinima stuff. This wasn't really my my bag. How does this horse get older? Oh, I guess I gotta just wash and brush again and stuff. Guess we gotta do all this again. IGN's owned by Ziff Davis. Ziff. Remember red versus blue? Yeah, I stopped. I watched a few red versus blue. Is that? I feel like that's still going on, right? I remember like I don't know when it was. It might not have been super recently, but I remember reasonably recently being surprised that there were new red versus blue still being made. Is it? I can't. Is it good? I was red versus blue in 2021. when I hear Red versus Blue is still being made, in my head I'm like, it can't be good anymore, right? It's gotta be like a Simpsons situation at this point, right? There's gotta be a Simpsons kind of sitch. Still going, yes. Several of the creators have been ousted, though, because of grooming and anti-vaxxing. Yeah, I guess that also doesn't surprise me. Yikes, yeah. There's a, you know, there's some... I'm someone who makes a lot of art in which people are murdered. There's a lot of killing that happens in my art. And, you know, in real life, I can't even remember ever even hitting someone. like I practice non-violence in my own life. So, like, the things that happen in art does not necessarily reflect the things that the artist does, obviously. But when you look at, like, the basis of, like, where a certain comedy comes from, like, you can tell something about the artist. I think a lot of my art displays a pretty big level of despair at the absurd, if that makes sense. The unknowable universe and our chaotic place in it. There's some humor that, like, the basis of the humor is the violation of boundaries as a source of enjoyment. And whenever there's a comedic artist who, like, the primary basis of, like, what's actually happening and where the humor comes from is boundaries getting violated, and that being a funny thing. Whenever that happens, like, sometimes I'm not surprised when one of those people turns out to be, you know, someone who violates boundaries in real life. Is this horse grown up yet? Oh, they are. They are. Oh, my goodness. Oh, geez. Is it surrealism? I don't think that myself is necessarily surrealist. Like, surrealism plays into it. I think it's mostly absurdist. Guess we gotta break in this horse. Building trust. Easy. Great. Memorize the order in which the horse's sensitive areas appear. Alright. Got it. The growth is concerning. It is, yeah, it is concerning that, like, we give the horse a little brush and the horse is suddenly much larger. It's like some Resident Evil style growth happening here. Dang, I missed the first one. Is this? No, that was not it. Sorry, horse. Is this the same horse? Yeah, this is the same horse. Dang it, was this the third one? Yeah, alright. We're done! Let's train this horse. No, I guess we can't. That's fine. Horse care. 0 stars. Alright, we need to wash this horse. We need to wash the horse down. It's a horse adult now. I don't even know if this is actually what we need to be doing. But it's what we are doing. I've seen people around me say that Mamas with Hats had a dark and downer ending. But it delighted me because it was so wild. Yeah, I wrote an explanation for the ending at some point just because I saw a lot of people, like, posting their own very incorrect theories about the artistic process. I'm very happy with how that all turned out. I didn't want Llamas with Hats to turn into Garfield. I didn't want Llamas with Hats to be a Garfield. Could very easily have become literally Garfield. Just open it up one day, open up my After Effects document, and dang, the llamas are Garfield. It's like, where'd my llamas go? It's Garfield there. That's a Garfield, alright. I don't think we need 3 stars. But I will... I mean, I don't think we need 4 stars. 3 stars will do there. I see Garfield minus Garfield. Yeah, I actually met and befriended the guy who made Garfield minus Garfield at convention RaffleCon. Nice guy. Alright, let's see if we can take this horse out. I think Carl would hate Mondays the most. Yeah, what does Carl think of Mondays? That's a great, you know... It's a great point. What does Carl think? Does Carl hate Mondays? I bet he does. Garfield will consume us all someday. At some point, everything will be Garfield. The Garfield Event Horizon. Lasagna Cat's my favorite Garfield-based art, yeah. That Lasagna Cat finale. Boy. Alright, so my hope My hope is that we can go to that guy and he'll have another event for us because we have a different breed of horse. I don't know if this is gonna happen. Didn't that video last 6 hours or something? It sure did. It sure... Oh boy, did it. Finale of Garfield Cat is maybe one of the greatest work of pop art of our era. Who's that guy who made all that pop art in the 60s? You know what I'm talking about. The Campbell's tomato soup guy. Who's that guy's name? I can never remember guys' names. I have a hard time. Andy Warhol, yeah. Honestly, nothing Andy Warhol ever did is half as good as Lasagna Cat. Nothing Andy Warhol did was half as artistically interesting as Garfield, as Lasagna Cat. Okay, so this did not pay off. Underhill, thank you for the $5. I'm sorry, John. I don't remember which Garfield thing I'm sorry, John is. I know there's a bunch of comics that I've read. I can't remember if I'm sorry, John was one of those, or if I'm sorry, John is the weird Eldritch Garfield. Where can we possibly go on this map? We need to find one more course competition to enter. I've been looking this whole stream, and we haven't found it. I don't even know if I have the right horse for this. I guess all we can do is just ride around and look for the horse competition. There's gotta be one somewhere. Let's see. It's probably not... I mean, there is an icon here where the horse competition ended up being. We had the opportunity to move this horse to Eddie's. So maybe it is at Eddie's. God, I just don't know. I'm just gonna look around everywhere. Every horse gets scared by ghosts here. Guide time, yeah. If someone wants to look up a guide, you're welcome to. Alright, this is not where you want to go. Horse, stop. Slow down. Nay! Hop, 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 hop. Hop, hop, hop. Nay! absolutely losing my mind over Lasagna Cat right now. Have you never seen Lasagna Cat? A warning for anyone who hasn't seen the Lasagna Cat finale. The final part of the Lasagna Cat finale is I mean, definitely R-rated. But more importantly, potentially psychologically damaging to witness. Like, many content warnings for the Lasagna Cat finale. You're really compelling me to watch the entirety of Lasagna Cat as soon as possible, Jason. It is very good. So good, so disturbing, says exactly what it needs to say. Yep. Yeah. Dang, where am I going? I'm probably going that way. Let me just make sure there's nothing over here first. Jason, would you ever adopt a Lasagna Cat? Guess it depends on what that means. Would I adopt a cat that likes lasagna? Sure. Would I adopt a big cat? Yeah. I really want like a toddler cat. You know, a cat that's like just kind of looks like a toddler. You know, like Bone. Anyone here a Bone fan? I just wanted like a huge cat, like Bone. I want a giant cat like Bone, a toddler cat. I'm never gonna find this. We've looked around so much. Like, this is a big map, but it's not that big. We should have found it by now. As I can talk to this woman again. Where do I even begin at this Lasagna Cat content? I would just start with, like, whatever the first uploaded one was and just go from there. There's not really an arc to some of the earlier ones, although there are some, like, recurring jokes, I guess. Man. I can't believe how much of this stream has been riding around trying to find what I'm supposed to do. I think this is a failure of this game. I'm just, at this point, I'm gonna put my foot down. This is bad design right here. It's just too much. Gotta win another local competition. Where is it? I gotta go talk with Edie. With old Eddie. 8 out of 10 game? No, it's still a 10 out of 10 game. It's still a 10 out of 10 game, but it does have this fault. Which one was the Lasagna Cat finale? Well, it's 4 hours. It's like 4.5 hours, so whatever one that is. There's also like, I think an hour-long video before that of like some guy giving this video essay. Which, maybe watch that too, I don't know. There's a lot of Lasagna Cat content out there if you want to do a Lasagna Cat deep dive. Yeah, I gotta enter 2 of the competitions. Got it. Okay, it's not here. Where am I going? What else is there on this map? The $sign I can't get to. Eddie's place. Been there. There's nothing there. The horseshoe. That was one competition. There's a couple of different arrows. They seem to be blocked off. I guess I'll just keep... I mean, there's nothing else I can do outside of, like, ride around and... Maybe one of these arrows I can get to. I assume all of them are blocked off, because I have gone to them, but maybe I've actually not gone to one of them. The meandering video essay by that actor talking about the pipe strip has to be one of the funniest and most accurate portrayals of pseudo-philosophical waffling I've ever seen. Yeah. It it is like pitch perfect. It's very good. Okay, no, I can't. Oh, the forest. Okay, here we go. Alright, we can go this way. This has got to be the way we need to go now. Whether or not we have the right horse, that's a whole other situation. Yeah, it's gonna be down. Alright. We found another horseshoe. Wonderful. I wish that I had been able to see that on the map before. I wish I had been able to see that horseshoe on the map. That would have honestly been a huge help. Would have been perfect. We would have found this place an hour ago. Well, now it's time to find out if we got the right horse or not. We might not. We might not have the right horse. This might be the wrong horse. Hi, I'm Joey. I run the local competitions in the forest. My competitions are restricted to Marin's horses and French saddlebreds. Here's a reminder of the Federation's rules. In case you weren't told, to be awarded 1 point, you must finish in the top 3 in a local competition. You can only win a single point in local competitions, so there's no point in repeating them to try and win more. Just 4 hours of the same joke. Not at the end. And it's not so much that it's 4 hours of the same, like, the fact that it's 4 hours of bespoke. Like, it seems like maybe it's like repeating footage and stuff, but then as you're scrolling through or watching it, it's you realize that they've actually, the time of day changes as the the thing goes. So they actually went, like, did a full bespoke 4 hour rendering of that. And then the end of it happens. And like, I think when people when I say that, like, something gets disturbing or whatever, people are probably, like, imagining, like, I don't know, maybe like Happy Tree Friends kind of stuff or whatever, but it's more I don't know, it's more Bergman kind of more Bergman kind of disturbing. You can take part in local competitions again if you want to practice, though. Alright, let's see. Do we have a Marin's horse? I don't know. It's like Warhol's Empire State. Yeah, but Warhol's Empire State, like, it's the kind of concept that's like, it's not actually a lot of effort to put together. You just kind of point the camera and let it roll, and then talk about how deep it is. This is something that is like, it knowing what I know about, like, you know, my experience with video production. It took them forever to do that. It was a considerable amount of work to put together the finale. It's like, I don't really like, there's a lot of, like, art stuff that is supposed to be deep, but honestly I just find very lazy artistically. There's like a very famous painter who painted, like, solid blue pictures. It's literally just like the whole thing is blue. And, like, I understand the artistry behind it and the concept and whatever, and, you know, taking into account the time it was made and the statement and the nature of art and all that. Like, I get it all, but also I'm much more impressed by there was this modern art I saw that was entirely just a huge blank gray canvas. It was this massive, just gray piece of art. It was only gray. It was just gray, only gray. But underneath had been painted an incredibly detailed harbor with boats and stuff. It was something like 6 months working on this incredibly elaborate painting that was then painted over in gray. So the painting itself was gray, but it was a gray painting that took 6 months of work. And like, to me, that has more interest than like the guy who made blue paintings. Picasso's blue period. No, those are paintings. I'm talking about the guy who did like these, where it's like it's blue. It's not much else to say about it. I mean, there's a whole, you could find whole essays on this stuff. But it is ultimately, it's blue. It's blue. It is very highly regarded art. Yeah, sold for $43.8 million. 43. Oh no, it sold after that for 61 million. Sorry. Yeah. Can't believe you randomly mentioned Yves Klein. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not a huge fan. Like, again, there is meaning and purpose behind these paintings, and I just honestly, I'm just not. Not as into that kind of art. Alright, we won enough Federation points. We got some new equipment, nice. The paint is special. Yeah, I know the paint is special. I understand the art. I just don't really like it. It has a patent. Yeah, it has a patent, which makes me like it even less. Similar to Vanta Black. Yeah, it is kind of similar to Vanta Black. Going the right way. We are super not. Isn't Black 2.0 darker and free to use than Vanta Black? I think Black 2.0 isn't particularly good as a color. I remember looking into like the free dark black options, and there's like specific ways you need to use it in order for it to actually reach that criteria. It's not really the same thing. There are darker blacks, though. Just very expensive. Black 2.0 is a decent, like alternative. But in some instances, just getting regular black paints is actually going to be darker. That black is super toxic and hard to use. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the idea of like one artist having the sole access to a material or a paint. It's kind of obnoxious. Does anything beat Sharpie Black? You know what? Nothing beats it. Nothing beats Sharpie Black. Wasn't there some feud with some other artist that created the pinkest pink? Yeah, I think they might have been the same people that made Black 2.0. Like, the pinkest pink was like, the whole thing was like, it was available for anyone to use except for that artist who had the rights to Vanta Black. Hey there. So are you ready for your trip to Hanover? I still can't believe I'm going. You'll be competing against experienced riders. Don't leave anything to chance during the competition. I know. I won't let you down. You'll see. Come and see me with Do Not Steal when you're ready to leave. I'd imagine you'd also want to see your uncle or Grant before your big trip. Yeah. Yeah, let's go meet my uncle or Grant. Jason's lady voices are all heavy smokers. There's a thing that some people do, like, I don't know. I've seen like some streamers, and also I encountered this in like audiobooks and stuff where like just voicing of women characters just give them all kind of high-pitched, sometimes simpering voices. It's like people got all sorts of voices. People got all kinds of voices. I think Grant's in the forest. We might as well go back into the forest and talk to Grant. And we'll talk to my uncle. By that point, it'll probably be at 2 hours. And that'll be it. Thinking about Phantomus now. Does anyone remember the group Phantomus? They did a great album of movie theme songs. Should listen to their Godfather theme if you get a chance. If you want more of that, listen to Listen to Phantomus. They got a whole album that's like a concept album of like the experience of going to the dentist and getting a root canal. Just imagine an hour that's like 1 hour long track, one single track that's just getting a root canal. Made my cat leave the room. It's a spooky song. I'm singing it like Phantomus does. I'm always surprised that people just don't know about Phantomus. there's some stuff that like I got into when I was younger that I just kind of like in my head I just assume everyone knows about it because I knew about it, but I think most people just don't know about Phantomus and their movie theme album. If anyone listens to Phantomus, let me know what you think. Yeah, let's go to Grant's. I guess I could play some of it on stream. I might get a copyright thing for that, though. I do, believe it or not. Great. Glad we got one other Phantomus knower. In the chat. Hey, Grant. You doing okay? You've made great progress. The local competitions were a good training ground for you. You should know that the competitors you'll meet in Hanover have also trained hard. And have won several local competitions in their own countries, so stay focused. You got it. Oh, I guess that's it for the forest. I guess we're going home. Guess we're getting out of here. Sometimes the map is coming up, and I'm not pushing the map button. I'm not sure what's going on here. Not sure what's happening. I pushed the map button this time. I wanted to see the map. We're going the long way. That's fine. Suppose my browser just goes and crashes. There we go. Hup, 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 hup. We gotta talk to our uncle. We gotta speak to our uncle before the stream is done. Because I'm not gonna remember to talk to my uncle next week if we play this again.
Up. Up. Up.
Here we go, here we go.
Up. 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 Up.
Uncle time. That's right. There's an uncle at this ranch. We're gonna talk to the uncle. We're gonna say hello to this uncle. Gonna see how this uncle's doing. I think the uncle's just in here. No, where's this barn? Where are we going? Where's the barn? Oh, it's over here. The arrow is pointing to it. I thought the arrow was pointing away from the barn, but it was pointing to the barn. Alright, Uncle time. Good luck, Lily. It's time you went to Eddie's to register for the competition. She told me to come talk to you first. Why would they put that dialogue in there of having her ask you to go talk to your uncle and stuff? God. Whatever. Whatever, it's fine. No, I don't want to disable. I guess will this save? I don't know if this is gonna save or not. Maybe it will. I think it auto-saved. I think we're good for next week. If we continue this. I'm not 100% sure we will, but maybe we will. Special thanks to the FilmCow Patreon supporters. Greatly appreciate the support. Mwah, all of you. Be back tomorrow. What am I playing tomorrow? Oh yeah, Wing Commander 3, Heart of the Tiger. On the 3DO. Interactive multiplayer. Wife is dead. I just remembered. What's the joke gonna be now? 'Cause his wife is just gone. His wife is just his wife's gone. Not cheating on our wife simulator. Yeah, but his wife is dead. She's gone. There's no more wife. Dark Taboki, thank you for the $5. Love you, Jason. Valley Pal. See you all tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Gvez, thank you for the 2 Canadian. Steve Everson's birthday. Happy birthday, Steve. Definitely check the description. Birthday machine stuff. You got to enter your name in a queue during the first hour of the stream. I like that widower angle. You know what? The Maverick didn't seem particularly... He didn't actually seem all that upset. Like, I feel like he should have been more upset after learning that his wife had been killed by lions. I feel like he just wasn't particularly bothered by it. Like, we didn't get a cutscene of him going like, "No, my wife. No, dang. My wife is dead." You had time to prepare for that news, Jason? Yeah, I guess so. So when the lion said, "I killed your wife," then he was like, "I knew it." I was pretty sure that you killed my wife. I had time to prepare for this. Great to finally get closure on that whole wife issue. Ugh. All right, well, that's it for tonight. Have a great night, everyone. A great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Farewell, everyone. I love you all. Some guy with a mic, thank you for the $2. Gotta stay committed, even as a widow. Are we, though? That's the big question. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Are we? I don't know. I'm not sure. He's gonna go through a crisis tomorrow, I guess. Alright, farewell again.